Texas is the barndominium capital of America, but one permit mistake can delay your build by 6 months and cost you $15,000 to $30,000 in holding costs and design changes. I'm breaking down exactly what permits you need, which Texas counties make it easy, which ones don't, and what the actual costs look like in 2026 so you don't learn this the expensive way. Stay through this because there's one county-level decision about your build location that either makes permitting take 2 weeks or 6 months. And most first-time builders don't research this until after they've bought land. Also, there's a specific building code exemption in Texas that can save you $8,000 to $12,000 in engineering costs if you qualify, and I'll show you exactly how it works. Texas building codes are different from almost every other state because Texas operates on a county-by-county system with massive variation. What's allowed in one county gets rejected 20 miles away. The numbers and requirements I'm sharing come from actual 2026 builds across rural Texas, suburban Texas, and unincorporated areas where most barndominiums get built. Texas enforces building codes at the local level, so regulations vary dramatically by county and municipality. That creates both opportunity and confusion. In rural unincorporated counties, regulations are minimal. No building permits required in many areas, no inspections. You can build almost anything as long as it meets basic safety standards and setback requirements. In suburban counties near major cities, Harris, Travis, Collin, Denton, building codes are strict. Full permitting, multiple inspections, engineered plans required. The key is knowing which type of county you're building in before you buy land. That decision affects your timeline, your costs, and what you're allowed to build. Texas is also barndominium-friendly because of ag exemptions. If your property qualifies for ag exemption, you can often build ag-style structures with fewer restrictions than residential builds. Texas building codes fall into 3 categories for barndominium builds. Unincorporated rural counties, no building permits required, no inspections, minimal regulation. You're responsible for meeting basic safety standards and setback requirements, but enforcement is light. Examples: most of West Texas, parts of East Texas, rural Central Texas. Build cost impact: $500 to $2,000 for surveys and septic permits. Incorporated rural counties with basic codes. Building permits required, but codes are simple. 1 or 2 inspections. Engineered plans may or may not be required depending on size. Examples: hill country counties, some panhandle counties. Build cost impact: $2,000 to $5,000 for permits, engineered plans, and inspections. Suburban counties with full codes. Full building permits required. Engineered stamped plans mandatory. Multiple inspections throughout build. Strict code enforcement. Examples: counties around Houston, Austin, Dallas, San Antonio. Build cost impact: $5,000 to $12,000 for permits, engineered plans, and inspections. Most people building barndominiums intentionally choose unincorporated or lightly regulated counties to avoid cost and complexity. Permits you'll need. Even in the most relaxed Texas counties, you'll need some permits and approvals. Septic permit. Required statewide if you're not on city sewer. Cost: $500 to $1,500. Issued by county health department. Requires soil testing and system design. Timeline: 2 to 4 weeks. Well permit. Required statewide if drilling a well. Cost: $300 to $800. Issued by local groundwater district. Timeline: 1 to 3 weeks. Electrical permit. Required in most counties even without building permits. Cost: $200 to $600. Issued by county or local utility. Requires licensed electrician. Building permit if required. Cost varies wildly. Unincorporated counties, often not required. Basic code counties, $800 to $2,500. Full code counties, $2,000 to $6,000, based on square footage and valuation. Driveway permit, required if connecting to county road. Cost $100 to $500, issued by county road department. Total permit costs range from $1,600 to $9,400, depending on your county and what's required. Engineered plans.
Engineered stamped plans are the biggest cost variable in Texas barndominium permitting. In unincorporated counties, engineered plans usually aren't required. You can use stock plans or builder-drawn plans. Cost $1,000 to $2,500 for stock plans. In counties with basic codes, engineered plans may be required for structures over a certain square footage, typically 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. Cost $3,000 to $6,000 for custom engineered plans.
In suburban counties with full codes, engineered plans are always required regardless of size. Cost $4,000 to $8,000 for residential engineered plans stamped by a Texas PE.
Here's the exemption I mentioned earlier. Texas has an exemption for agricultural buildings under certain conditions. If your barndominium qualifies as an ag structure, meaning it's on ag-exempt land and includes shop or barn space, you may avoid engineered plan requirements even in stricter counties. Saves $4,000 to $8,000. Check with your county before assuming this applies. Rules vary. Quick reality check. The biggest hidden cost isn't the permit fee. It's the 3 to 6 month delay if you pick the wrong county. That delay can add $15,000 plus in interest, temporary housing, or lost time.
Inspections depend entirely on your county. Unincorporated counties, typically no inspections required. You're building at your own risk. Some people hire private inspectors for peace of mind. Cost $500 to $1,200 for private inspection. Basic code counties, usually 2 to 4 inspections. Foundation inspection before pouring concrete, framing inspection before closing walls, electrical and plumbing rough-in, final inspection before certificate of occupancy. Timeline: inspections scheduled within 2 to 5 business days. Full code counties, 6 to 10 inspections throughout the build. Foundation, framing, electrical rough-in, plumbing rough-in, HVAC rough-in, insulation, drywall, final electrical, final plumbing, final building. Timeline: inspections must be scheduled and approved before proceeding. Delays of 3 to 7 days between phases are common. Failed inspections add time and cost. Budget an extra $1,000 to $3,000 for potential re-inspections and corrections. Setbacks and restrictions. Every Texas county has setback requirements, minimum distances from property lines. Typical rural setbacks, 25 to 50 feet from front property line, 10 to 25 feet from side property lines, 25 to 50 feet from rear property line. Varies by county. Suburban setbacks stricter, 50 to 75 feet from front, 15 to 30 feet from sides, 30 to 50 feet from rear. Setbacks determine where you can place your barndominium on your lot. On small acreage, setbacks can limit your options significantly. Height restrictions. Most counties limit residential structures to 35 feet. Some allow taller ag buildings. HOA restrictions. If you're in a subdivision with an HOA, barndominiums may be restricted or banned outright. Always check HOA covenants before buying land. This is the #1 mistake people make, buying land without reading the restrictions. Ag exemptions. Texas ag exemptions reduce property taxes significantly, but they also affect what you can build. To qualify for ag exemption, your land must be used for agriculture, livestock, crops, wildlife management, or timber. Minimum acreage varies by county, typically 10 to 20 acres. Once you have ag exemption, you can build ag structures with fewer restrictions. A barndominium with shop space or animal facilities may qualify as an ag building rather than residential. Advantages: lower property taxes, fewer building restrictions in some counties, potential exemption from engineered plans. Disadvantages: you must maintain ag use.
If you stop agricultural activity, you lose the exemption and owe back taxes. Let's compare actual 2026 permit and code costs for a 2,000 square foot barndominium in different Texas county types. Unincorporated rural county, example, Llano, Gillespie, Fayette. Septic permit, $800. Well permit, $500. Electrical permit, $300. Stock plans, $1,500. Survey, $800. Total, $3,900. Timeline, 3 to 5 weeks for permits and approvals. Basic code county, example, Burnett, Como, Blanco. Septic permit, $1,000. Well permit, $600. Building permit, $1,800. Electrical permit, $400. Engineered plans, $4,500. Inspections, $0 included. Survey, $900. Total, $9,200. Timeline, 6 to 10 weeks for permits, plan approval, and inspections. Full code suburban county, example, Williamson, Collin, Fort Bend. Sewer connection or septic, $2,500. Building permit, $4,200. Electrical permit, $600. Plumbing permit, $500. Mechanical permit, $400. Engineered plans, $6,500. Inspections, $0 included. Survey, $1,200. Impact fees, $3,000. Total, $18,900. Timeline, 10 to 16 weeks for permits, plan review, and phased inspections. The county you choose affects upfront costs by $15,000 and timeline by 3 months. Best Texas counties for barndominiums. Based on cost, timeline, and flexibility, here are the top Texas counties for barndominium builds in 2026. Llano County. Unincorporated areas have minimal regulation. Beautiful hill country. Great for barndominium builds. Bastrop County. Mix of unincorporated and basic code areas. Close to Austin, but much easier permitting. Gillespie County. Fredericksburg area. Light regulation in unincorporated areas. Strong barndominium community. Fayette County. Between Houston and Austin. Minimal permitting requirements. Affordable land. Erath County. Stephenville area. Ag-friendly. Easy permitting. Parker County. West of Fort Worth. Good balance of location and light regulation. Counties to avoid if you want easy permitting: Harris, Houston, Travis, Austin, Collin, North Dallas, Williamson, North Austin, Denton, North Dallas. Full codes, long timelines, high costs.
Here's how to minimize permit and code costs in Texas. Build in unincorporated counties when possible. Saves $5,000 to $15,000 in permitting and engineering. Buy land with existing septic and well. Saves $15,000 to $25,000 and months of permitting. Use stock barndominium plans instead of custom. Saves $2,000 to $5,000 on design. Qualify for ag exemption if you have the acreage. Reduces annual property taxes by 50 to 70%. Hire a local builder who knows county requirements. Saves time and avoids costly mistakes. Schedule inspections strategically to avoid delays. Don't wait until the last minute. The truth is, building a barndominium in Texas is easier than almost anywhere else in America, but only if you choose the right county and understand the rules before you start. The difference between building in an unincorporated county and a full-code suburban county is $15,000 in costs and 4 months in timeline. That's not a small detail. That's the entire decision. Do your homework before you buy land. Call the county, Ask about building permits. Ask about septic and well requirements. Ask about setbacks. 5 phone calls now save you months of frustration later. Texas makes barn dominiums possible, but you have to play by the county's rules, whatever those rules happen to be. Which Texas county are you building in? Drop a comment. If you need help navigating permits in your area, let me know. And if this saved you from a costly mistake, subscribe because I cover realistic building info every week. Building smart means knowing the rules before you break ground.